If you're looking to become a SOC analyst, one of the most important things that you can do is try and find ways to apply the theory that you learned to real-world experiences, or at least as close to it as you possibly can. Practical experiences will show potential employers that you truly know your stuff. And in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 10 free labs from CyberDefenders to help you level up your practical skills. CyberDefenders is one of the main resources that I personally use that has helped me throughout my entire career. And they are kindly sponsoring this video as well, which will include a giveaway, but more on that shortly. If this is your first time seeing my video, hello, my name is Steven and I'm a digital forensics and incident response consultant with about 8 years of experience focusing within the security operations domain. With that being said, if you have never heard of CyberDefenders, let me briefly introduce who they are. CyberDefenders is a blue team training platform that helps aspiring and existing SOC analysts level up their skills by providing simulated labs in their cyber range called Blue Yard. And these labs range from malware analysis all the way to endpoint forensics. CyberDefenders also offers training and a certification called Certified CyberDefenders that will really push you to your limits, as it is a 100% practical exam. You either know it or you don't. One of the neat things that CyberDefenders do provide students is an opportunity to obtain a physical coin upon passing the exam. Now, those that score greater than 85% will receive a special gold coin, and having something tangible is always nice. Now that you know a bit of what CyberDefenders has to offer, let's talk about the giveaway that CyberDefenders is kindly sponsoring. We are giving away 2 seats for the Certified CyberDefenders, which is their training platform and certification. There will also be 3 annual subscriptions available for their cyber range as well, called Blue Yard. Trust me, you don't want to miss this giveaway. You have the opportunity to gain some solid training and hands-on skills. To participate in this giveaway, you must do the following within the next 7 days, as the winners will be selected on November 1st, and I'll drop the instructions in the description down below as well. The first thing you need to do is leave a comment down below on this video with your LinkedIn profile. Yes, you must have a valid LinkedIn profile to participate. Secondly, share this video on LinkedIn and make sure to tag both MyDFIR and CyberDefenders. Lastly, in that post, you want to mention which CyberDefenders product that you are hoping to win. Is it CCD, which is their training and certification, or Blue Yard, which is their cyber range? Please also share any experiences that you've had with CyberDefenders, if any, and why you want to be part of CyberDefenders community. And that is it. 3 easy steps and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Again, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity for a chance to level up your practical skills for free. Now, let's move on to the free labs that you can try and tackle, and these can be taken in any order. I'll introduce you to 3 network analysis labs. Starting with Tomcat Takeover. Our SOC team has detected suspicious activity on one of the web servers within the company's intranet. In order to gain a deeper understanding of this situation, the team has captured network traffic for analysis. This PCAP file potentially contains a series of malicious activities that have resulted in the compromise of the Apache Tomcat web server. We need to investigate this incident further. This particular lab has you flex your network analysis skills by analyzing a PCAP containing potential malicious activity, and you can use any tool that you feel comfortable with. However, CyberDefenders does recommend that you use Wireshark or Network Miner. If you ever get stuck on a lab, there are many write-ups available, and you might even see a walkthrough video on my channel as well. The next network analysis lab that you can take on is called Hawkeye. An accountant at your organization received an email regarding an invoice with a download link. Suspicious network traffic was observed shortly after opening the email. As a SOC analyst, investigate the network trace and analyze exfiltration attempts. Analyzing exfiltration can be a bit tricky, but if you have PCAPs and the exfiltration traffic is in clear text, you can quickly identify some scary things, such as PII data, personal identifiable information, passwords, or even financial information. The tools that CyberDefenders recommend you use are Wireshark, Brim Security, A-Packets, MaxMind, and VirusTotal. The last network analysis lab that I'll introduce is called PSExec Hunt. Our intrusion detection system has raised an alert indicating suspicious lateral movement activity involving the use of PSExec. To effectively respond to this incident, your role as a SOC analyst is to analyze the captured network traffic stored in a PCAP file. Lateral movement is a technique where attackers will move laterally onto another machine in hopes to obtain additional credentials, network access, or even sensitive information. And one tool that is quite common to perform lateral movement is PSExec. After completing this lab, you should have a better understanding of what PSExec looks like on the wire. Network analysis is a crucial skill to have as a SOC analyst, and although it can be quite rare to analyze PCATs within a managed SOC environment, as many organizations choose not to capture these, but if and when the time comes, being comfortable analyzing PCAPs can really provide a ton of value for both the organization and for the client. Next, I want to introduce you to 2 cyber threat intelligence labs, aka CTI, as this will help with your research skills. The first one being Red Stealer. You are part of the threat intelligence team in the SOC, Security Operations Center. An executable file has been discovered on a colleague's computer and it's suspected to be linked to a command and control server, indicating a potential malware infection. Your task is to investigate this executable by analyzing its hash. The goal is to gather and analyze data that is beneficial to other SOC members, including the incident response team, in order to efficiently respond to this suspicious behavior. The tools and sites that are recommended by CyberDefenders are Whois, VirusTotal, Malware Bazaar, and ThreatFox. Based on the name for this lab, it is likely that you'll be researching and learning more about an info stealer malware called Redline Stealer, which is pretty exciting. The other CTI lab that you can take on is called Grab the Fisher. An attacker compromised the server and impersonated the PancakeSwap site, which is a decentralized exchange native to BNB chain, to host a phishing kit. The attacker set it as an open directory with this file name. Provided the phishing kit, you as a SOC analyst are requested to analyze it and do your threat intel homework. When it comes to phishing kits, these are extremely common, and these are essentially templates that an attacker could use to quickly spin up phishing sites to lure victims to obtain sensitive information such as their credentials. Unfortunately, researching is a skill that I see a lot of beginners lack. My recommendation for you is to get comfortable researching topics that you aren't sure of. Learn more about them and even utilize AI if you really need to. But do remember that they can and will make mistakes, so always trust but verify to ensure that you're receiving the correct information. Next, let's move on to malware labs. The first one being Get PDF. The network traffic captured in this PCAP contains network traffic related to a typical malicious PDF file attack, in which an unsuspecting user opens a compromised web page, which then redirects the user's web browser to a URL of a malicious PDF file. As the PDF plugin of this browser opens the PDF, the unpatched version of Adobe Acrobat Reader is exploited, and as a result, downloads and silently installs malware on the user's machine. There are a lot of different PDF analysis tools out there, such as PDF ID, PDF Parser, and PeepDF that I personally use. Pick and choose some of these tools and research about them to learn how the tool can help you with your analysis. PDFs are used every day, and because of its popularity and usage, it makes it a no-brainer for attackers to try and embed malware into a PDF document. Understanding how to analyze these documents can be quite valuable for a large organization with a dedicated security team. The next lab is called Maldoc 101. It is common for threat actors to utilize living off the land techniques, such as execution of PowerShell, to further their attacks and transition from macro code. This challenge is intended to show how you can oftentimes perform quick analysis to extract important IOCs. The focus of this exercise is on static techniques for analysis. Similar to PDFs, these are used every day and are extremely common for attackers to embed malicious macros into these documents, so that once a user clicks on Enable Macros, commands in the background will immediately execute, which will then likely lead to a successful compromise if your organization is not protected. Malware analysis is a skill that many SOC analysts are not expected to fully grasp. I mean, that is why we have dedicated reverse engineers. But it is always a good idea to at least know the basics in analyzing these files. and these 2 labs will definitely teach you the skills required to do so. Lastly, I'll introduce the last 3 labs that I believe will be extremely beneficial for you as a SOC analyst. Starting with Hammered, which focuses on Linux logs. This challenge takes you into the world of virtual systems and confusing log data. In this challenge, as a SOC analyst, figure out what happened to this web server honeypot using the logs from a possibly compromised server. Although many environments do utilize Windows as their preferred operating system, Linux is often the choice when it comes to servers, as they tend to be more reliable compared to Windows. Learning how to interpret Linux logs and understanding what the log files may contain can quickly help you zone into what really matters, ultimately helping you come to a conclusion that much quicker. And in a SOC environment, time is money. The second lab is called QRadar 101. A financial company was compromised and they are looking for a security analyst to help them investigate the incident. The company suspects that an insider helped the attacker get into the network, but they have no evidence. The initial analysis performed by the company's team showed that many systems were compromised. Also, alerts indicate the user of well-known malicious tools in the network. As a SOC analyst, you are assigned to investigate the incident using QRadar SIM and reconstruct the events carried by the attacker. This lab will have you utilize QRadar, which is a SIM by IBM. And to be honest, I don't really see many organizations using this anymore, but hey, a tool is a tool. It's good to get some hands-on experience with a SIM nonetheless. The lab comes with a dataset that includes Sysmon, PowerShell, Windows event logs, Suricata, and Zeek logs. I would highly encourage you to try this out and take your time learning how to interpret these logs. The last lab, which I believe can be a bit advanced, is called sysinternals. A user thought they were downloading the sysinternals tool suite and attempted to open it, but the tools did not launch and became inaccessible. Since then, the user has observed that their systems has gradually slowed down and became less responsive. As a SOC analyst, analyze the artifacts and answer the questions. The reason I mentioned that this can be a bit advanced is because this lab focuses on endpoint forensics. It has you utilize various forensic tools, and some of the forensic artifacts can be a bit tricky to interpret, such as shim cache. Nevertheless, learning more about endpoint forensics can ultimately help you reveal additional information that a traditional SIM might have missed due to the artifacts not being ingested. And there you have it. 10 free labs that you can take on right now at CyberDefenders to help you level up your skills to become an amazing SOC analyst. If you completed all 10 labs, you'll have experience in network and endpoint forensics, cyber threat intelligence, malware analysis, Linux, and Windows investigations. When tackling these labs, do try your best and research topics that you aren't sure of. And if you ever feel stuck, do feel free to look for write-ups. But do note that the goal here isn't to simply complete the lab by copying someone's answer. It is to begin developing a methodology and doing a lessons learned every time you complete a lab. So that way, you can begin building up your confidence in your practical skills and eventually being able to talk about your experience during an interview. Again, thank you so much to CyberDefenders for sponsoring this video. And if you're looking to level up your skills, I would highly recommend that you participate in the giveaway for a chance to win some prizes. And that is it for the video. I hope you found that informative. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to. Remember to stay curious and do things differently.